Well, we often hear of scammers targeting the elderly, but there's another group in their sights, pet owners.
And a woman from Cheektowaga learned that the hard way. Now she's sharing her story with Channel 2's Michael Wooten in this Two on Your Side original report.
She was like one of my children.
Tammy Perucchi's dog Purple had been part of the family since her two boys were just babies.
How long did you have Purple?
14 and a half years. She was just quite the lovable dog. Every time I came home, she would greet me. She was a lap dog. Anytime you sat down, she was up there on your lap.
But over the spring and into summer, Purple's health started to deteriorate. Then one day in July, it got much worse.
She became acutely ill. She was ill for like 3 days. She couldn't hold food down. She was losing control of her bowels and urine. And then she started bleeding internally.
Tammy did what so many of us have done over the years. She and her son held the dog tight, got one final kiss, and then the vet put Purple to sleep.
Almost like losing a child to me. It was very difficult for my family and I, so it's been rough.
Their house wasn't feeling like home, the emptiness a constant reminder of the loss. So the Perucchi family quickly decided to start the search for a new pet.
I thought, you know what, I really miss her, but I really want to love another animal.
Right.
Because I've always had pets my entire life. I've never been without a pet. So I knew I could give love to another animal.
You knew you couldn't replace Purple.
And I never will be able to replace her.
But you also knew it was time to
Yes,
love another pet.
And I knew I could love another dog.
She wanted another miniature pinscher just like Purple. Tammy searched at local shelters and pet stores but had no luck.
So I started looking online.
She came across the website ClassyMiniaturePinscher.com, complete with pictures of quite a few min pins up for sale.
Looked like a reputable site.
It had a lot of detail. It had testimonials.
She even did a Google search to see if the site was a scam. Nothing showed up.
You thought, seems legit.
Even other people that looked at the site thought they were legit. It didn't look like a scam to me.
She filled out the online form and quickly heard from the supposed owner, first by email, then by phone.
I thought, wow, he's getting personal, and that's a great thing.
Tammy decided to buy two pets for $950 total, including shipping.
He told me to go Western Union, and he sent me his name, his address, and he told me that's what you need to do.
The Better Business Bureau says that was a red flag.
Most breeders will take personal checks, credit cards. They don't demand Western Union. They don't demand any other form of like alternative payment, we call it.
Tammy didn't know that, and by this point she had fallen in love with her future puppies. She sent the money, $550 for Eva and $400 for Wade, plus some processing fees. The next day she got a shipping confirmation email from a company called Easy Animal Relocators. It was all going as planned.
After that, I got another email stating that, oh, they're not in the proper crate.
The shipping company claimed the pets needed to be delivered in special thermal crates and demanded $750 each, refundable as long as the crates were returned. Tammy immediately called the seller to complain.
He reassured me, I've used this transport company. They're trustworthy. Trust me, you will get your money back.
Reluctantly, Tammy paid, again wiring the money.
I felt like I was cornered and had no other choice. I texted them a copy of the receipt, and I was waiting hours and hours. I did this at 10 in the morning, and I wasn't hearing anything.
Then she got another email from the shipping company saying the insurance expired on the puppies. The cost, another $2,000. The seller offered to pay half. It was at this point Tammy realized the two companies were working together to take her money.
I says, I'm not paying any more money. Now I know you're scamming me. And I called the transport company. I told them the same thing.
By this point, Tammy had been taken for more than $2,500.
Never refunded your money?
No.
She called the BBB and police here locally and in Maryland, where the companies were supposedly operating. She even filled out a report with the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center.
She did a great job of getting law enforcement involved, getting the FBI's IC3.gov involved, getting us involved on our end so we can get that warning out to the public. And it's very important that we get this message out there.
That's why Tammy is sharing her story.
And now I know it was nothing but a scam, that I was taken. And it breaks my heart. I want to prevent another victim of going through what I went through.
After Two on Your Side called and emailed the seller, he took ClassyMiniaturePinscher.com offline and never responded. Same with the shipping company.
Do you think these puppies ever existed?
No, I don't.
She's right. Two on Your Side recently typed in the old URL for the shipping company, and it took us to this page, selling cats, also reported as a scam site. And when we did reverse image searches for the old sellers page, we found this. The exact same website is back on the internet, just with a slightly different URL. The puppies Tammy tried to buy are again for sale, the same age as they were in the summer.
These scams are very elaborate, and unfortunately a lot of people do get emotionally involved.
Tammy's emotions got the best of her, and while she lost a lot of cash, these days her home is no longer quiet.
Mommy's girl.
She recently found a new min pin puppy.
Sheena.
Ironically, she came with a purple puppy name tag, a reminder of the loss,
She's adorable, isn't she?
but with happier days to come.
I'm still grieving over my dog that I put to sleep, but do I want to provide love to another dog? Absolutely. I do want to do that, yes.
So a bit of a happy ending there for her. Several police agencies are investigating this, but the reality is that these scammers are really hard to find. Their payments aren't traceable. They make up fake addresses and they use burner phones. They are very good at what they do, and that's why so many people are victims to this, especially folks who get emotionally attached to the pets that they're trying to buy. The FTC federally has taken tens of thousands of pet scam complaints. And guys, the BBB just put out this pretty lengthy national report looking specifically at pet scams and trying to draw attention to them. We've posted this on our website. It has a lot of good tips to remind folks about that. Also, there's a website called petscams.com, which actually keeps track of all of these websites. There are so many of them, you would not believe it. Just add an adjective and then a name of some type of pet, and that website is out there trying to scam people.
What's your best advice, though? If someone's going to buy something over the internet, what should they do to guard against getting scammed?
The biggest red flag here was that they wanted the money sent via Western Union.
Exactly
They wouldn't take check. Also, Tammy said, let me just drive there and pick them up. You're in Maryland.
Right.
And they wouldn't let her do that. But once she got into it, she was so attached to those two dogs and she wanted them so badly.
The emotional part gets there.
And that's what they prey on.
Western Union's a dead giveaway, though, too.
It is.
Buyer beware.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good
Sad.
story.
All right,
Thank you, Michael.